Everybody, so today we're going to be looking at sealed boosters and how we can tell if they are resealed, how we can tell if they're not resealed, and also the protection that I use to keep them mint and in a sellable condition, although I'm not going to be selling them. First of all, I want to show you a resealed pack. Now, this is a Neo Destiny pack. This was something I bought in the beginning, not knowing as much as I do now. I have opened this, and I have confirmed that this is 100% a resale pack. And I know that because on the card, one of the cards inside, on the back of a card, is scratched heavily where the person has come in from the bottom. So at the top, it is completely untouched. Now, if you run your fingers along, you will feel the crimp. Now, how these are sealed in the factory is through heat, and then they put this sort of crimp on it to keep it extra sort of sealed and marry the two sides together. So but on the bottom here, if you feel it, there is still a crimp, but if you look, you can sort of see evidence of tampering. But the biggest giveaway on this pack, which might be hard to see on here, but what had happened is there's a clear plastic layer, and then the silver foil, which isn't very strong. In fact, you can actually see that here. And the plastic had come away from the silver foil. You can see here that the bottom is just, I would stay well away from a pack looking like this. And you can see there's flat spots in the crimp where they've resealed it. Some are easier to tell than others, but that's a reseal. So that was money lost, but I didn't lose faith, and I learned what I learnt and managed to pick up a base set. Now you can already see straight away that the crimp is nice. See how there's no breaks in the crimp? I mean, this could be an area here where you'd be suspicious. So you'd look on the back and you'd see clearly that no one's been in there. The crimp is fine. Another thing you can look at as well, see the flaps? They're not lifted. And the back, you can just see card saver there. It's not resealed, it's clear. So here we have another one here, Team Rocket, and we see some sort of, bent edge, which is fine because we can see, looking at it closely, there's no break in that crimp. Again, see how it's lifting slightly? There's no break in the crimp. Now, there might be air all the way from here to here, but looking at the rest of the pack, no one's been able to take a peek. If you want to take a peek inside what in the pack, you need to have at least this much open, and that's the only sort of area there that might warrant it. But looking at it from the front, you can see clearly that the crimp is still intact. So yeah, again, not resealed. And also something to look at as well, which might be present in this. Yeah. This isn't the be all and end all, but it's another key indicator. Is see how this is wrinkled like this? That's when they've pushed the pack down, it's wrinkled. But that isn't a key indicator. If anything else is red flag, and that's there as well, that's another thing to look at. And you can see on that pack that that has not been done. And then probably my best quality pack, which anyone would know that this is not resealed, is my fossil. And you can see there that the crimp is pretty much perfect. Again, no wrinkles in the pack. Now, some people look at this and say, well, that looks like the crimp's not intact. But if you look at, say, the Team Rocket, it's present in all of them. See? So yeah, they're my latest pickups. I hope for no one to have any issues like this one, where the pack looks really good, but the bomb is just a clear indication, and the creasing. Okay, so thanks for coming out and watching this video. Hope it was very informative to people. As Pokemon World goes up and up, we don't want people buying resale packs. Thanks everybody.